One.
Microphone check 1 2.
What's up,
All right,
man?
this is one mic. What's up, bro? You alright?
What up, my white trash brother?
Yeah. You know I got that down my shins right real big now, white trash, right?
Yeah.
On my leg, yeah.
White trash. We remember we used to say that, white trash.
Yeah. Hey, you remember when you woke up holding the wall? I said, bro, you're in jail. I said, you got sick. What do you got? You got 60 days. No, I said, you're on 1B, you got 60 days, and you're in prison or some shit. You just got hit by a bus. Remember that?
No, what did I?
Remember when you was asleep? You was asleep on the floor when we was when we were cellies, and you woke up from a bad dream, and I said, you just got hit by a bus.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we used to rotate. I think nobody slept on the top bunk. I think I used to let you sleep on a bottom bunk and then switch the floor and shit like that because I didn't like the top.
Like that.
Yeah, that was funny. Remember, we seen the girls pull up in that white Altima. They came to visit you, Cheryl and
Oh yeah, Cheryl, Mary Young. I still love them. I still miss them, man. I miss her, man.
She's with
Homie.
she's with Larry Simpson.
Yeah, the tough man champ, right?
I don't know him, but yeah, I mean I just see his name all the time when she tags him. So she's
I think he's the tough man champ. He's the one that won that tough man shit down in Dover Downs.
yeah.
That boxing shit, or whatever. I think Cheryl was messing with him, and then I think Mary, you know, whatever happened right there. The Sexton I'm talking about.
Sexton, Larry Sexton with the tattoos and shit. Yeah. We were in the gym together, and he said, yeah, he was with her for a while and shit. And
yeah, he used to beat Cheryl up or something, man. He used to do some shit.
I heard
back then.
Well, I didn't hear about it back then because they were freshly new together. I guess this was '99, like middle of 1999 or some shit. Maybe the first 3 months of me locked up, then getting transferred. Because before I got to a pod, '99, it was very packed. The gym was packed and shit, and they had that smoke room. Remember that closet room you could smoke?
Yeah,
You could still smoke cigarettes in there and get your commissary in the gym. So he was saying, yeah, that's when she was still like living in Chelsea area, I think, or still in her same childhood house. But then,
when I was with her, she lived in school-side apartments, man. It was some of the best time of my life I had with her, man, with Cheryl and hanging out with Mary Young, man.
And
like, man, she's one of my favorite people ever, dude.
Mary Young's sister, Franny, who I went out with, she and Jason Hugert had bought. I guess they got together, got engaged. I didn't know they were engaged, but they bought Cheryl's house. They live in or some shit live in that house for years.
Eddie's one of my best friends in the world, bro. Like me and Eddie's like me and you, bro.
Who?
But Eddie Sucamel.
Oh yeah.
Eddie used to break the law together a lot. I used to steal cars and take him out. You know, that's my dog, man. I don't know
Eddie's he's been out. He's been out for a few years. I said what's up to him on Facebook. I think once he got out.
I said what's up, man. Tell him I said hi, man. I love him, man. Miss him, man.
Yeah, well,
bro, you got to.
I'm sure she'll hear this. I mean, most of the people on Facebook listen to this or watch my channel. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. I got way more views than I do subs. So.
This shit don't get me in trouble with my girl, man. Cause I love my girl more than anything in this world. So besides my daughter,
yeah.
But, these are my friends I grew up with. My girl understands those.
But listen, when I had no idea that Franny Young was engaged to Jason Hugert. Jason Hugert, he was in the neighborhood with Eddie Jones and all that shit in Chelsea. We all grew up with each other. I never really hung out with Jason Hugert or was cool with him like that. But she's only been with him since I was with her at 16, right? We were to get, me and Franny were 16, right? Went out for 8 months.
Right.
So I was fucking, I think I drank a few beers and shit. I only drank like maybe 12 pack in the last 5 years. I made a meme. I put my face on one of their pictures, and it was fucked up. I said something about missing going to bed in 2020 when the lockdowns came. I made a funny meme and shit, and then then they tore my ass up. They got mad at me for making a meme for me being like took Jason's picture, her and Franny to get him and Franny together, and I put my face on his face. And it was fun. It was funny to me. It was just a joke, but motherfuckers really. He messaged me. I didn't message him back and shit because I'm not gonna argue on the phone. And then
we don't do that, bro. We see you in public, bro.
Yeah. Well, it ain't even that serious. It was just a meme and shit. I even said I'm trolling on there. Then when his daughter hit me, I was like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with a little kid. You know what I mean? Like But she's just being protective of her mom, and shit like that. But they really thought like I was like trying to get with her or hunt her down. I was like, nah, it was just a meme. Like I'm over her. It's when we were 16, bro. It's 26 years ago. You know what I mean?
I know they were good people too, man. Like,
yeah, like I don't want to. I didn't attempt to try to do anybody's family or you know what I mean, interfere and all that. So you know what I mean, but yeah, so their daughter chewed my ass out. So I was like, I'm not gonna reply to, you know what I mean? That's just weird anyway, replying to a young kid. But you got to feel where the young kid's coming from. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And it's
they know it's right. They're protecting their family. You know.
And it's his job too. All he did was message me. You know how they got approved the message. All he did was message me to say just I don't know what type of shit are you on, but just leave my woman alone. And that's it, you know. And I was thinking, you know what? I was in the wrong by making that meme. And they were together for fucking since me and her split up like a year or two, like since the 90s, like 97, 98, something like that. And I was like, you know what? I respect it. That's his family. And
that's when I was with my baby mom. Yeah, back then, I think I remember when you all were together too, man. It's before we all used to hang out. But I remember.
Well, that was it. We were just together. We were together.
Right down the street from you.
We were together in '95, and I used to walk. My both grandparents lived on the North Penn Acres, and she lived, yeah.
212 fucking South Loop Drive. I lived at 309.
Well, we used to walk from Hazlitt Avenue, where the Penn Acre Pool is. My grandma lived on that street there too. I had two grandparents. My dad's mom lived on Hazlitt. 212 was my mom's mom, and and then my aunt lived where Franny. My aunt lived in the same South Penn Acres where Mary and Franny lived. So my whole family's entrenched there. And I grew up in Leadham Estates, Chelsea area, and shit like Manor Park apartments and shit. You already know that. But so we used to walk back and forth. You probably seen us and shit when we were that young. You know, I was 16. When I got with her, she was 15, just turning 16. But that 8 months, she made a big impact on my life. And that, you know, I just made that meme to say it was a positive thing. Like, I ain't trying to, you know, like say I still love you. Because look, if you're at 16, 25 years ago, that you're not even the same person anymore. You feel me?
Nah, hell no.
So.
She was with her. I remember this. I used to hang around with Cheryl and Mike Henderson when they were together. And Mary used to hang out with Cheryl. That's how I met Mary.
Yeah.
And then that's when I remember them talking about it all the time up in Mike's base, up in Mike's attic and shit, where Cheryl and Mike did that. Yeah.
So with this being recorded, I want people to know, because I never cleared it up about that post, that you're a whole different person 25, 26 years later. It wasn't my intentions to try to get back with Franny. She got a family and 3 kids, bro. And I didn't know she was engaged, or I would not have made the meme. I felt bad. I felt bad.
Right now by putting it out there.
Yeah, and I was gonna be a man, you know, and apologize on there, but I don't do the typing shit. And who knows? It may have been back and forth, like maybe threats. But I wasn't even trying. I wasn't on that. It was just a simple joke. But some people they didn't say nothing to me on online, but somebody ratted me out and told them a day or two later. So I just want to make it clear that totally different people now at 42 versus 16. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, what would I saying that I'm still in love with somebody from 16 years old? You feel me? That'd be kind of strange. But
I don't know, bro, because I still got love for
What I'm saying is the reason I did that because she made such an impact on my life. I didn't smoke weed. I stopped drinking, and I was only 16, but I walked the straight path. I did 2 more years in 9th grade because her parents said I couldn't be with her daughter if I didn't graduate from William Penn High School at least, so I did that.